This is an experimental design of my Maxpedition micro pocket organizer. Keep in mind it's much smaller than a full-size pocket organizer. So you're not going to fit, full-size tools inside something little like this. It has to have micro tools. Let's take a look at what's inside. On the outside I have a Paracord zipper pull, so I can open it and close it with this nice paracord. Plus I have a supply of paracord for tying things, lashing things, and whatnot. Now this is not a survival kit, this is just a tool kit, but of course paracord can be used in many applications besides just survival. In some of my kits I'm now wrapping the handle, the pull tab, also with paracord, but on this design I'm just making the zipper pull into a parafob. So let's open it up. Everything stays in nice and tight, so even if you flip it over, it doesn't, nothing comes out. Keep in mind I'm doing this video upside down compared to you, so my perspective might be a little bit off. Let's get a closer view. I'll zoom in a little. Try and center it. Okay. Well, we have a flashlight, a AAA. This is a Prion body, but with an ITP A3 head. This is a frame lock knife. So it's very small. It doesn't have scales, so it keeps the knife very, very thin and compact because there are no scales. And it has a little bottle opener down here. We have a adjustable crescent wrench. We have a pair of vice grips, which are also, of course, adjustable. This is a cute little pen called a Zebra SLF1. It is very tiny. However, when you expand it, the little tip comes out, if you watch this, and that makes it just long enough so that when you hold it, the top will hit your hand here. Any shorter and it's kind of more of a nubby pen, but I like that this is sort of the bare minimum. And check this out, they don't advertise it as such. However, I've discovered that it uses Fisher Space Pen refills. So you can buy this Fisher Space Pen refill, SU4F, and you can turn this nice little teeny design into a Fisher Space Pen. So it can write upside down, underwater, in outer space, greasy surfaces, 0-degree temperature, and it's all very compact. This is a poking wire. If you've ever used a coat hanger for something, then you know why it's useful to carry stiff wire in your toolkit. You can use it for picking up something out of a hole, for poking something. I have a magnet in this kit that I can put at the end to pick up something that's magnetic, or puts a hook at the end, and it's insulated, so you can also use it as a conductive wire if you need to make some sort of an electrical adjustment. It also was the holder for this, which is the only socket I have in this kit. I could have fit more, but this is really the only one I need. It's 10 millimeter, which is very useful in my car. This is my flat accessory kit. Everything I have in here is stored in the back pocket, and in this top section we have a measuring tape, which you print yourself on your printer and then tape it all together. We have this little temporary sampling spoon. You go like this and you can turn it into a spoon for scooping some of the glue, for instance, or applying the WD-40. It's just sort of like whenever you need a spatula-like device. We have a Band-Aid. That's the only thing that's sort of more of a survival item, but I do cut myself when I use my tools, so it's nice having at least one Band-Aid. Piece of sandpaper. This is a piece of glow-in-the-dark tape, so if I need to turn something into glow-in-the-dark, I can apply this. That's the top section. We have a book of matches. Not really a survival item, however, there's a glue stick pen here, and you can melt the glue stick with the matches. There's also a popsicle stick if you need to burn it for longer than the length of a match, and that lets your glue stick work as a glue gun. We also have a little straw tube of Elmer's white glue and concentrated liquid soap for cleaning things, and you can clean things with the scrubbing pad, which is just sort of a little abrasive gritty pad, but it can also be act as a cushioning thing. We have a paper clip, which is sort of a MacGyver super tool. This one is insulated with black vinyl, so it also can be an electrical conductive wire. We have a little magnet, which, as I mentioned, at the tip of that stick can retrieve things. You can also make a compass out of it. This is a razor blade. This is a alcohol cleaning swab, which you can use to sterilize a surface, to clean a surface that you need to apply tape to. Has many applications. This is a copper wire, which can be used as a lashing whenever you need to lash something that has to be fireproof. You can't lash with rope, of course, because rope or string will burn, but copper wire will not. This is a folded coffee filter. You can put it over your face and use it as a dust mask if you have to work in a room filled with sawdust, or a building collapse and you have a lot of dust all over the place, sandstorm. This is my, believe it or not, it's my only saw, not counting what's inside the Leatherman. It's just a cut-off hacksaw. Microfiber cleaning cloth can clean things, including optical devices and glass surfaces. Aluminum foil to conduct electricity. Can make a little heating vessel out of it. Aluminum foil has many applications. This is just a little piece of plastic card. You can use it to break into a lock or anything that you need a little thin strip of plastic. Some tissue paper can be used to blow your nose, go to the bathroom, or just use this as an absorbent material. In addition to that as a sponge-like device, I also have a sponge. This is a pop-up sponge. When you apply water to it, it pops up and becomes a real-life sponge. This is a grocery bag for produce. Believe it or not, this will hold 5 liters of water, and they really do. They do not have holes. I've tried a whole bunch of them, and I've yet to find one that has holes. It's not going to be very durable. You know, you're not going to want to go hiking in the woods for a long time. But if you need a bag and something that can even hold liquids, that's your that's the ticket. Okay, moving over to the other side, we have WD-40. Any good toolkit should have WD-40. This is their pen design. This is a pry tool. Can pry things up, nails. Prying tools can be very, very useful. This is part of my universal screwdriver kit. The head for it, so that you have torque, is under here. I'm going to get to that in a little bit, so we'll hold off and describe that in a little bit. This is a Sharpie pen, a little micro Sharpie pen. Here's my Leatherman. This one's the Wingman. Now I have a bunch of other Leatherman tools. The reason I like this Wingman is because it has spring action grip. That is so useful. I don't think I'll ever buy another Leatherman ever again that doesn't have that. So at the moment, this is the one I'm using in my kit. And of course, it has all sorts of tools inside. This is my universal screwdriver. We have a little Velcro holder here, which can hold things to the little loop up top here, but it also can just slide out. And we have a thick rubber band. Rubber bands are very useful. This little Altoids kit has two functions. It holds all my bits for this. And in terms of holding bits, I could have held something like this inside my kit, but this is huge. Check out how many bits you can hold inside here, especially if you use double-headed bits, which is what I have here. The majority of the bits in this kit are double-headed, so you have two different bits in the size of one little device. I also have the adapter for the socket head, the square head. I also have this adapter, and this adapter lets me use micro bits. It's got a little magnetic lock in there to kind of hold the micro bits in here. I have 32 different bits, all in something a lot more compact than one of these. This is a piece of Velcro if you need to secure something to something else. This is heavy-duty Velcro. In fact, it's going to take a lot of effort to open it up. You just peel off the two sides and that gives you the sticky surface. This is a lot of Velcro. I've never had a project where I needed that much actually, but that's the size it came in. This is a ruler, and it also has both metric and English imperial on the other side. I've cut it to the length of this kit. Remember, this is a small kit. You cannot even fit a 6-inch ruler in this kit, so this had to be cut down to about 5 inches. I also have 2 pieces of vinyl electrical tape here, which are good for electrical repair. This is my duct tape, although it's Gorilla Tape. It's a couple of feet of heavy-duty Gorilla Tape, which is like duct tape. Cleaning hand sanitizer, so when your hands get dirty after a job, you can clean up. I can reuse this Velcro, which was used for holding in the bit kit, but you can also use it for wrapping around anything that you want to hold down. Popsicle stick. I've built many things out of wood, little popsicle sticks. You can also just use it to scrape it into kindling to start a little fire, or for that glue stick, I could use this almost like a candle to ignite this and then hold it under the glue stick to melt the glue. And here's the other part of the screwdriver. So it's called a key tool. You put it on your keychain. I've modified it. I've sawed off the tip to make this as tiny as possible. And what you do is when you stick your Leatherman screw adapter there and you take out one of your bits, let's show you this micro bit adapter. This goes in here. Put the micro tip in there, and now you've got a nice little micro screwdriver. Oh, I forgot. In addition to the 32 bits, which unfortunately, yes, they're unorganized. You just have to look through them to find what you want. I also have inside here a single-use Superglue container. And if you're asking why on earth do I put it in here and why on earth do I wrap it with Gorilla Tape, it's because these containers are not crush proof, so you have to put it in a crush proof container within your kit so that it's safe and won't explode. And the duct tape is actually just body armor so that it won't get abraded by the little bits as it shakes around in there. I think that's everything for the insides. And now it's just a few more doodads. This center area can be used to hold things temporarily, like say for instance I don't know, this screwdriver. What I have here is just a elastic. It's, the women call these scrunchies, I think. They're like rubber bands, but they have cloth on the outside. And I have it looped between two areas. Can come off very easily like this. What are these two areas? They're nylon wire cable ties. Check this out. You can string them inside the lining So I have, this one is a 14-inch, and this one is, it's called a cable mounting one because it has a little loop up top so that you can attach things like, it's meant to put around wires and then screw the wire bundle into the wall, but I like that you can put it around things and then use it to hold things to a keychain. So that's my application for it. And then here we also have a bobby pin, a safety pin full size, and a sewing needle. And that is it.